Jane Phillips had 3 career options. She thought she was just choosing a job. She didn't know she was choosing between 3 entirely different lives. In college, Jane Phillips knew she had to make a choice. Staring at the page on her desk, she looked at her 3 career options. She told herself she'd choose the column with the most pros. But what Jane failed to realize was that every choice is more than a decision. Long before it appears in our physical world, something unseen begins to take shape. 3 entirely different futures began assembling. Working in one of New York's most prestigious firms, Mason & Mason Law and Accountancy was a feather in Jane's cap. She loved the elegant architecture, the prime location, and her private parking spot. Clear signs she had made it. After work, she picked up her children, Stephen, 8, and Annie, 6, who had their father George's red hair and green eyes. Though it was only Wednesday, Jane felt elated at the thought of a free weekend. Arriving at their modest cottage, she smiled at the garden where weeds were claiming more space. 4 hours of gardening. Perfect. It was the kind of work where she lost herself completely. But as she stood in her front yard, that reality lost the energy that was forming it. In the prime reality, Jane had just scratched out accountancy. Twirling her pencil, she shifted her focus to advertising. Driving up to her agency, pride and excitement filled her every time she saw the neon sign, Jane Phillips Advertising Agency. The front office was sleek, but the studio was beautifully chaotic. Props, cameras, lights, and colorful art everywhere. She thrived in the energy. Her tight-knit team shouted directions while her creative juices flowed. Her son Jason burst in. "Mom, what's that supposed to be?" She hugged him tightly. Soon, her husband Larry arrived, and they headed off for a dinner date after dropping Jason at his grandparents'. But as they pulled into the driveway of their villa, that world dissolved. Thus, Jane chose business law. Accepting champagne from a senior partner at Mason & Mason Law and Accountancy firm, Jane clinked glasses after closing a $5 billion deal. The firm buzzed with excitement. This could make her a junior partner. Feeling elated, she returned to her sleek apartment, only to find her cat Kitty had knocked over a vase. No warm family welcome tonight. After signing up for her classes, Jane felt a slight unease. She had a better feeling about advertising. It sat perfectly in the middle, the best of both worlds. Each path she focused on wrote a different story for her life. Hidden from human eyes, countless futures forms. Most never reach the world we call reality. One choice, one commitment, and only one is permitted to become the life we live. In the waste paper basket lay her crumpled list, along with children who would never be born. But an alley cat had found itself a home.